There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna run Zelda. Actually, just one sec. Okay. We're gonna run Zelda for a little bit. We're gonna run our Link to the Past randomizer. I think that might be pretty good. Oh, Lemon, thank you. Shy, how you doing? I want to check on Code Mom. She had she's up and she had like a Charlie horse in the back of her leg the other night, and it's been like really sore ever since then. So anyway, she was up because it was aching. So I want to make sure she's okay. All right, but let's try and do a couple dungeons, and then we'll play some Pokemon TCG. That sound like a plan? I'll save Middle Combat for tonight's stream. So we'll stream probably tonight, and we'll do Metal Combat, probably open within, then we'll probably do Custom Robo stuff. But we gotta get the ball rolling on Custom Robo. That's the main thing, just to get like things started, you know? And we'll also probably do a Tails run tonight. Ugh. I think I'll grab Clone SN. What's that mean? But it's still sold out. What's Clone SN? Alright, we're gonna be doing, because we've been at this for a little while. It would be really nice to finish this set off soonish. There we go. And the other thing we are missing is this. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Move on to our next dungeon. So how's everybody doing? How is everyone? So I think we're on dungeon 17, which for some reason the way the achievements are like read out on this set, like it skips a whole bunch of stuff and then it goes to 17. So this is like technically the last achievement on the set. Oh, I grabbed a clone Super Nintendo. Ah, I see. Usually I see it abbreviated SNES. Yeah, I see. All right. Okay. So we're going OHKN. So that is our next dungeon number 17. But yeah, it was kind of nice actually playing Custom Robo. Like, that particular era of games, like, I remember really fondly because I was just starting to like work and have my own like money, like, to be able to like buy stuff. So it's like, I remember buying quite a few. I remember buying a lot of stuff that was like kind of late GameCube, well, like mid-late GameCube to like mid-late Game Boy Advance, and then like early the Wii and the DS. Like I ended up grabbing like a lot of the stuff that I had my eyes on. So it's like if a game was kind of interesting, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'll drop on that. Okay. So first run is gonna be mostly just feeling. Ah, it's a nice palace. Okay, we don't have hammer, I don't think, but we do have the medallion, which means we have to use that to melt this guy. Because we don't got anything else. Lower the volume just a little bit. There we go. We don't listen to the game's music because the game's music is really bad. I think I want that. Okay. So this is, I think this is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the dungeon that does a lot of Ice Palace. I think this one gave me some trouble way back when I originally did it. Okay. But I see Shy. Hopefully they come back in stock then. Ah, right. Right, this one. I do kind of remember this one a little bit. The later dungeons are a little bit more, I don't know, they're easier to remember. Man, I want to play more Species Unknown. That game's really cool. I hope they find success with it. I like the concept a lot. Also, our time for this one is 7 minutes, so like definitely on the shorter side, but not like the shortest. Don't need to open that door because we know it's that one over there. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, yeah. Okay. But anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. I've got a lot of projects. Fuck. I got a lot of projects started right now, which are probably. I need to close some stuff out. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, rude. I knew when I let that do a second pass, I was in trouble. This is okay. This is the feeling out run, so it's not vital we do it super fast. I mean, I don't have fire rods, so I guess I have to do it this way. There we go. Okay. These two rooms are always conjoined. Okay, I am asleep now. Alright, Hive. Also, I'm glad they announced a character for you in Grand Blue. She seems cool and angry. Okay, we got the hammer, which means we can get our push tiles. That's one pendant. We got compass. There's only 6 chests in this whole dungeon, so that's interesting. And there's another key, so we're gonna open that door. And we're gonna... Oh, this is an abominable. That's interesting. Just go like this then. Take that hit, I suppose. Dungeon burrito. So 3 chests left. One of them has to be for the boss though, so might not actually be that much. Oh, right. What am I doing? I don't think they ever hide anything under those things over there. This is gonna be a little bit of a to-do because we have to, well, one, we have to melt this thing. This is not an easy fight with just the base sword. With just the base armor, so this is definitely like, they're challenging us. Gotta be really careful, because... Oh my god. Because, yes, they will probably kill me in one hit. That's exactly it. That's why. Wait, I can just do this again. Oh, I don't know if it actually hits these guys, though. It'll melt the stuff, but I don't think it... Yeah, it doesn't damage them. Okay. Oh. Yeah, because, like, this is like... just the Master Sword. Oh, man. Pushed us right into it. Okay, so far this dungeon's really straightforward, though. I think we have a branch that goes to the... It's just a branch that goes left and right, so... what we're gonna do, though, is we're gonna actually take the other branch, check out that direction this time. Because I'm pretty sure we can get something nice in the other direction. If it's not armor, it might be a good weapon. No, why are you spraying me? I'm innocent. I've been nothing but good tonight. It's like, no. Nothing but good. And cheese. Hanutu, what you been up to? I was mean to ask earlier. Okay. So if we go around this way, these slugs give us bombs. Sometimes many bombs, but this time a few bombs, I guess. Struggle busting. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope things improve. Okay, there's definitely a chest around here, and I bet anything it's a tunic or a weapon. Just finished Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 DLC? Hell yeah. Tunic. Okay, so that's definitely worth the detour. Taking less damage from the boss is only a good thing for us, so. Plus it gets rid of another chest that was in our way. I don't know where this one goes. Let's investigate this too. This might be a sword. It still might be a sword. It's a key. But it is a chest we need it. Oh, that was weird. DLC recently, which feels nice. Always feels good to finish that. Yes. It's always satisfying getting like a project done, you know? That's what I need to do, especially with like the last few games I've picked up have all been like kind of hanging on for a while, so it's like I need to blow through some stuff, finish off some things. Game feels like it's in a weird place right now, in my opinion. Yeah, I was talking about it a little bit yesterday. I don't know if it's the same thing that you're experiencing the same thing I am, but it's like, I feel like largely, like, I feel like gaming's very much moved into like a retro sphere, and that's like, that's what everybody's doing right now. Hammer. Compass, so we're missing 2 chests. I just put that guy behind a chest, which is interesting. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Grab this key. I don't know if I need it, but I'll take it. Pretty much every new game is, yeah. I mean, that's like largely why. Burrito. So we just have one more chest. Get our magic. Grab these. Do I have arrows? Arrows might have been useful. Like, honestly, in 2024, when I moved back to doing retro stuff, like, more full-time, honestly, it was only a beneficial move. I think my headspace has been better since doing this. I feel happier. I like the games I'm playing a lot. It's been good. It's been really nice. On the bright side, Cobain 2 and Mugenics is coming out, and I actually have something to look forward to. Yeah, there'll always be new games to look forward to. Just maybe not like the constant, like, endless flow of new. Which, to be completely fair, isn't like a bad thing. You know, there's so many games, you know. Yeah, they definitely want us to like they want us to take this slow, but if you get rid of one of them right away, that'd be really nice. I should be careful because I think if any of these touch me, I'm definitely dead. Actually, I might not be. We do have the blue. We're in the blue outfit now, so. But it's still gonna put me in critical for sure. I'm pretty sure this dungeon. Oh yeah, I should probably heal now. Oh, I can't open my menu while they're dying. Oh, another one down. Someone bites the dust. Oh. Okay. No. Oh, that was so close. They almost fucking got me. Okay, fairy. That gives us our first item. This gives us our second thing. So we got our first 2 pendants. Now we just need to get through the push tile. We have 2 minutes on the clock. We have 1.5 minutes on the clock. I don't know math. Yeah, just gotta find your new games. Yeah. Code Vein 2 looked pretty good. I watched a video of it the other day and I was like, oh, this actually looks really fun. Okay. We gotta mash through this though. These usually don't take a minute, but they do take a while. And of course, I guess I should probably explain what I'm doing. We're doing a Link to the Past randomizer where we have 25 random seeded dungeons that we all have time attack challenges for. 9th fastest time. Hell yeah. And we're doing the time attack passes now. We did the original clears, and now we're doing time attack on each dungeon. And that was dungeon 17, which we just blew through. That was first try basically. So we're gonna move on to dungeon 18. Yeah, which has a target time of 8 minutes. You gotta find new games you like. I've been jamming with Kotama. Oh, what's Kotama? And Academy Citadel. Yeah, because I know there's definitely a lot of new games where there's a lot of AI and stuff. Like I think what's happened. Okay, so here's my 2 cents on this. I think that we're right in the flow of when all the companies decided a year or 2 years ago to jump into AI for putting AI in their games. We're now just seeing all those projects mature, and I do think that we will see that roll back once we hit the peak of it in probably over this next year. We're gonna get over that peak because I think at that once we pass over that, there's a lot less. I think we'll see a lot less AI. Yeah, I don't want to get into it because I very much ran for ages. When I look at the game that's coming out, I'm not excited. I want to see. I'm waiting to see how bad the Gen AI is. Yeah, that's no good. Maybe you need to take a break and go on a retro hunt. Do what we're doing a little bit. Yeah, it's just yeah. It's kind of a miserable thing. I do know what you mean. Because the thing is it's just retro hunt for me wasn't firmly because of AI, because I think I was a little before just a little tiny bit before AI started become the thing that they're everything got funneled into. It was there. Don't get me wrong, it was absolutely a thing, but it wasn't the games at the time weren't chock full of AI. I wish analog should add retro achievements, but no, there is a thing, but it is you're gonna jump through a lot of hoops, and it's not perfected yet. Unfortunately, we just entering into the get AI code days too. It's sickening. Yeah. That's I guess to finish off my first thought, right now we're seeing a lot of game projects that have a lot of AI, they're chock full of AI because 2 years ago when they thought AI was the future and everything, all the game companies that jumped in on it, all those projects are now of course maturing. So we're getting stuff that's just full of it. But I think smart companies have read the room at this point, and projects that have, shortly after that point that have been developed are probably going to have a little bit, you know, they're going to be like less and less AI until we're probably back down to something close, maybe not close to zero, but like, you know, it'll be on the lower end again, because like, I think like indie developers, for example, like a lot of indie developers like could read the room very quickly and could understand that it's like, no, like this isn't, I guess like indie developers worth their salt are like, you know, could read the room and know that it's like, no, the AI is like a dead end. Yeah. Just waiting on the bubble to pop, same. Yeah. I hate the recent Steam thing where they kind of gave up on enforcing Gen AI coding tools and restrict it to art. Oh. Yeah. Thing I'm most surprised about the AI push in games is how, no, I'm just a little guy, I had no choice, it became so fast. Yeah, right? Yeah, especially from like the big companies. That's like especially frustrating. Indie devs are more agile and can react to things faster. Exactly, right? Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of expect this to kill like a lot of the big companies. Like, the companies that haven't like, you know, jumped into the AI pool are gonna be like, you know, far more resistant to like getting knocked out by it. But like companies that went in like wholeheartedly are probably doomed. They're probably sunk at this point. Because like at this point, like you've fired most of your staff and you're running on like a skeleton crew that's just like typing everything into prompts. Like you're not coming back from that. Steam changed their AI disclosure rules the other day and it's like basically worthless now. Oh really? Oof, that's gross. Yeah, I think we'll quickly see people like come up with their own like system though of like checking each game and being like AI, if it has AI in it or not. We'll see a lot of people probably dip into that because that's like, that makes sense like from a writing perspective. If you're working for a website and you do like stuff that's, you want to get attention for your writing, like doing a page that like goes in and like scopes things out for AI is going to be really popular because people are going to want to know. Most people only understand the visual parts of Gen AI or say script writing. People just chalk the Gen AI code stuff up to productivity. Blah. Yeah, and that's no good either because like from what I understand, Gen AI like vibe coding is like, well, I guess it'll probably work and with like no testing and no like sense of it. Yeah. We kind of need a forest fire at this point. Stuff just limps for so long before dying these days. Like, I think like when the results of like how these games over the next like few months sell that are full of AI, how they sell and do is going to be really, really like indicative of like, it's going to send the message pretty quickly. And I think the bigger companies are going to like, you know, see the writing on the wall as far as that goes. Because it's gonna cost them. Yeah. So it's yeah. Some A security vulnerabilities come out bright, which is another big reason why I think it's probably worth it for people to look into moving to Linux. At least we have 40 years of classic games we can play. Exactly, and that's the thing is like jumping back into retro games is, I think it's made me feel more comfortable about writing out like everything that's happening with AI because I just know that it's like we still have like all this, you know what I mean? Like having a good library of classic games feels really nice. And I mean the thing is that classic games hold up. Like I've gotten just as much fun out of like my retro hunt and jumping back to some classic games as I have a lot of new games I've been playing. So it feels good. Yeah. Analog costs a lot, but I'm happy gut epilogue played GB and yeah, they did add retro achievements. Gotcha. Yeah. That's my thought being alive since Atari. There's like still infinity of games I haven't played. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is it's like every time I sit down and look through retro achievements just to like browse like and scope things out for projects I want to take up, it's like I'm always finding games that I don't know, like that I haven't seen before, I don't know anything about, that look interesting. So there's like Infinity Games. My brother-in-law talks positively about AI stuff. He's dumb though, and thinks it's still good productivity. That's because he's dumb. Because smart, good coders still need to know how to fix issues. You know, completely ignoring the bad ones, barely passing with vibe coding. Yeah, that's dumb. Like that's the thing, is it's once we roll over the crest of like AI, like, you know, I think we'll see things like kind of return to some kind of level of normal, but it'll still probably be different than it was before. I think we're going to see a lot smaller companies, a lot, you know, I think like the future is in indie. I really do. Like, it's going to be like indie and then like a few big companies that are going to probably like survive this. And it's probably going to be like the big ones, like, I don't know, like Nintendo, probably Capcom, you know, most, like, a lot of the bigger Japanese companies, I think, are probably going to like be able to ride it out, because it doesn't feel like they went as all in on AI to the same degree. I know Capcom and Sega and Konami have all kind of dabbled a little bit, but it's like, but I don't think it's like, it's not like Western companies have just like been like, oh my god, we can just fire our entire staff, and they just immediately did it. Like, yeah. As a software engineer, so much of my fucking time now is me telling the other devs that AI got, what their AI got wrong. So I'm basically using AI with more steps, and it's pissing me off. That's fair. I think a lot of people feel that way at Omnicore. Yeah. Games are art. Robots can't make art. Exactly, right? Like, it's just... Yeah. Like, my advice for anyone that's feeling like the pains of AI, though, is to go back and like dip into some retro stuff. It's done wonders for my mental headspace about things. And the thing is you see it quickly shows you that we've had like 40 plus years of cool and interesting games, and even if there was no games for the next 5 years, nobody's gonna even play through all of the games for the last 40 years in that time. You know, there'll always be indie devs and that want nothing to do with AI making amazing games. Exactly, right? And I think that's where we're gonna see things in the near future. You know, the biggest problem with the way generative AI is being used and sold is that it is replacing all the human parts of coding and research. Instead of asking questions on Stack Overflow, someone asks their chatbot, and the chatbot got it from Stack Overflow. If everyone just uses LLMs when the new question is asked, I mean, like, that's the thing, is that like AI basically can only degrade as it's used longer. Like, it is a burning fuse, right? Because it's not even just simply like on a sales end of things. Because AI can only technically get worse over time, because as it has to cannibalize its own like information over and over, it's degrading itself, right? Like, I know they look at it, you know, they pitch the idea that like it's getting better and this and that, and it is like, maybe like for like some visual things, maybe it's getting like better, but it's like, that's not like I appreciate that you have good takes, Code. It's not like a forever thing, you know what I mean? It can't, like, because of what it does and the way it works, it undermines itself, I guess is my point, right? Aw, thank you, Anu, too. Like, it's a thing I think about a lot, I guess, because I do think like there's definitely like a discouraging aspect for sure. Like, I definitely have felt that and been there, but I do think that there has been like, you know, there will always be good games. Maybe it won't be like having like 20 amazing games every year to look at and be like, damn, there's so many fucking amazing new games that came out. Maybe it won't be like that, but it might very well be like, man, there was 5 really cool games that came out this year, and I've enjoyed dipping into my backlog a little bit. Yeah. So like, yeah. I was told that line always goes up. No, not in this instance. Because the thing is like, this isn't like, how to put it, you can't, how to put this, like, it can't be exponential if it's building itself out of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the more you use AI, yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Kiki. Because, like, as it, like, folds in on itself, it's building what it works on is becoming worse and worse and worse, right? We have had code generation for decades to take care of repetitive parts. We build tools for that, and we continue to build tools for that. Tools that know what they're doing. Yeah. Like, the thing is it's the same idea as, like, I don't know. Like, people have built machines for ages to construct things that we use to construct other things. Like, that is a human thing to do. What LLMs are doing isn't that same process. It's not the same ideas what those are. Like, they're very much different things, which I think is important. And I think a lot of people that don't understand AI think that that's what AI is that it's, you know, that's what it's doing, but it's not. It is a separate thing. An LLM is not a good coder, is not reasoning in any sense of the word. Yeah. Every company is now trying AI free service as honeypots for AI training. Everyone calling them out. Yeah. Like, it's definitely like, I mean, that's the thing is, it's like that, those kind of moves show a level of, like, desperation too. Like, right now, like, we're kind of, like, I do think at some point, like, there was people that did, like, believe it, like, in a sincere way, that it's like, this could be the future, this might be the future. Like, I do think that did exist at some point, but I do think, like, for a hot minute we've been in the territory of, they know it can't last forever, and it's going to, like, fold in on itself and implode. Like, it's, well, kind of, they know that it doesn't do what they're advertising. They know it, because of what it does, it's going to degrade itself, and so it's moved into the territory of a rug pull at this point. And a lot of the big players, I think, are, like, leaning into that, trying to scam as many people as they can before the collapse. Exactly. Yeah, I like and use it for very root things. I'm disabled, and Whisper makes my job possible to physically do, but that's just transcription. It replaces physical typing, not, like, ideas and critical thinking. And see, that's the thing, right? You could end up having a tool that does that rather than, like, an AI thing that's doing that, right? Because, like, there is potential for tools that do that same purpose. Yeah. The level of, like, an LLM for something like that is not, like that isn't, like, going to, ultimately it's going to get worse and worse because of the way these things degrade. But yeah, because I mean, like, that's the thing too, is, like, there is, like, a lot of conflation around the idea of, like, tools that use potential, like, yeah, we've had tools like that for a good while anyway. Exactly, Kiki. So it's like, I mean, like, I get that there's, like, definitely a mixing of it where they're trying to put AI in a lot of these tools, but, like, you can definitely strip, like, there's gonna be people and companies that strip out, like, the AI aspects of these and continue to, like, grow the tools, because, like, why do you need to have an aspect that it's gonna, at a certain point, AI is gonna be only firmly seen as a negative because it degrades over time. I'm gonna head off to bed. Absolutely, Mario. Absolutely. So it's like the sooner you get to the point where you can strip that stuff out of it, the more you are moving towards a tool that doesn't have any kind of degrading aspect to it. Like, I think it's, like, in the cards. I know that there's definitely a lot of, like, you know, there's gonna be a lot of cloudy days coming up about AI still, I think, and it's still gonna be, like, a bumpy ride, but I think we will get there in the end, you know? Yeah, that's AI models built for a specific purpose, though, through machine learning. Exactly, right? Yeah. Like, and that's the thing, too, is there's a lot of, like, conflation between, like, things like, for example, the computers that they use to, like, target, like, finding cancer, diagnose cancer in people. Like, you know, they're able to like look at photographs and like articulate like these are things that we understand. They can like pick out things to like scope out and have a doctor actually look at, not singularly like be like you have cancer, but to have like a doctor be like, hey, you know, we've looked through all these photos against our entire database. These are indicators of someone that might have like cancer, tumors or something, and be able to like, yeah, neural networks versus LLMs versus generative AI and some Venn diagram with each other. Yeah, and that's like part of it, right? And like some of the, like a lot of these tools are actually tools and they're good at what they do. And like, you know, they have a high accuracy. So like there is like an aspect of it. And I think like the Venn diagram of it is like a lot of like conflation between them, because big companies want to treat them all as universally one same thing. So they've advertised it as exactly the same thing, but like they're not. Because there's a lot of tools out there that like, you know, they don't use like LLMs, right? To generate stuff, right? I don't know. All right, let's get into the next dungeon. Let's take a look at it. Let's crack this thing open. Our next dungeon is IP, but like I said, and then also like a big thing too, something that I've realized is it's not even just like indie games. People like fans are getting really, really good at fan games. You look at stuff like Ring Racers, and like even when the company themselves might dip into AI and become an unappealing mess, like fans are still making cool projects. Like you look at Ring Racers, you look at Panel Attack, you look at Power Bomb Man. Like these are people like creatively like making games in some of our favorite franchises, and they're like fan games have like really blown up. So it's like honestly like there's like a great example. There's like a few Mega Man fan games I'm looking forward to. I'm looking more forward to those than I am like Mega Man 12, really. Like, because they look really interesting. There's a Mega Man X fan game that looked really cool. There's a Mega Man X fan game that's like a demake of Mega Man X9, which looked really cool. I'd have to get the names of them, but like I've been like eyeballing these, and it's like, man, there's so much cool stuff out here, and like these are like projects that fans are like making. And I've seen a few different cool fighting games that have been in the works. There's like there's Square versus Capcom, which is like a pretty cool idea. I haven't got to play it yet, but you know, so even when it's not like companies making the games that we like, you know, making a new game in that franchise you really like, fans are like picking up the torch in a lot of instances. So, you know, there's so many avenues of like cool things that people are making that, you know, even though big companies are falling into the well of like AI, and there's like gonna be a lot of companies like flounder and probably a lot of companies close because of it, you know, there's always gonna be people out there like being like, I'm gonna make a cool fan project for that series, for that game that maybe the company isn't making anymore. It's like, I mean, for example, like even the Mother 4 project, like that was something that started as Mother 4, and then like they were like, no, we're gonna make it our own thing, and that's pretty cool. So, you know, there'll always be options out there.